right now we have got the lovely Maggie Grace on the phone. Maggie, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. I'm awake now.
Yeah, I've got you going. If you weren't awake before this, I'm gonna get you up and Adam. Is this? Have you done another interview, or is this number 1, or is this number 2 or 3?
A few more than that.
Okay, you've been doing quite a few, so you should be awake by now. I'm sure.
I'm awake. Yes.
I want to do
Calling
that
you from Los Angeles.
I want to do like a tour sometime. I mean, I always am on the radio tours on this end, but I want to see it from your guys' end sometime and see how varied the different interviews are, if they're all kind of the same.
And you never know kind of what town, what city is going to be a certain way. Like sometimes there's some real surprises. I mean, like super inappropriate questions.
Yeah.
You know? And you're like, I really didn't think they'd ask such a thing in Milwaukee. My goodness, I didn't know they could talk about that on the radio. You know, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'd be interested.
You know?
And I'm sure there's probably
some shock jocks.
There's some boring ones, I'm sure too. So you're in a new film with Liam Neeson.
No, it's all good. It's so lovely that people enjoyed the first one and it found its home in terms of fans, and so it's kind of an easy movie to talk about because people are like, oh yeah, I know that movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, that is true.
So.
That's going back to Taken, the original film. What's crazy is I went into it thinking like, oh, quick watch, it's in theaters, I need to see it, and watched it and just thought like, whoa, that was just a really, really good, it exceeded my expectations because I saw it as just kind of a popcorny film, but it was really
it's a really
solid
simple premise, definitely kind of a primal catch there, but we had a great time making it, but we had no idea that it would just blow up globally the way it did.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then now with the internet memes and stuff with the Liam Neeson, like I have a specific set of skills. Like that's become like this whole...
I actually tweeted one the other day. I found one. It was like a video of Liam Neeson having a staring contest for 10 hours. How long can you last? That's a bunch of my friends.
That's awesome.
I loved it. It was so scary.
I saw him
staring.
I saw him on Jay Leno the other night. He even did kind of a spoof of one, which I thought it was great that he even is having fun with it.
Liam has an incredible sense of humor. I mean, if there's anyone you're going to be trapped in a stunt car with for weeks and weeks, you want it to be Liam.
Definitely.
I think, it's certainly he's Irish. There's like a dark, kind of dirty Irish joke side that you can't really bring on talk shows, but other than that...
That's awesome. I would love to see that in person. Well, tell all of us that saw Taken what Taken 2 is about. I mean, what's obviously probably not the same story. I mean, I'm assuming that he is such a smart guy.
No, it's not a coincidence, and it's kind of an honor killing. It's the same villains from the first one demanding vengeance. So they target the entire family in Istanbul. So we were so lucky to have Istanbul. It was just insanely beautiful and cinematic in the history of it, Mm-hmm. It's like a character in the film. And I think one of my favorite car chases in cinematic history, and I got to drive, which was amazing. So yeah, it's really a compelling, it's still, we're fighting for each other and fighting for the people that you love the most. So it certainly is still that primal kind of feeling, it's about family and not just kind of an espionage tangle,
Very cool. It's kind of got a little mix of all those different types. I mean, you got the family dynamic, the action, the espionage, the mystery. I mean, it has so many different...
Mostly action, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of butt kicking in this movie. It's pretty intense.
You should throw in like one computer-generated cartoon-looking character just to really cover all the bases, and then you get the child audience there.
Suggestion.
Yeah, next time. Maybe in the villains posse, like one of the getaway drivers can be like one of the...
somebody that just adds a little levity.
Yes.
I will say it's so intense. There's most films have like a couple of kind of beats that are like gags where it's like, oh, phew, pressure's off. This film doesn't really have those. It's just intense all the way through. It's really amazing.
It's just go, go, go. Well, that's awesome. I can't wait. If it's like the first one, and it sounds like it is, it's going to be intense.
Honestly, I think the fans will be happy. I really do.
Good. Well, I'm excited for that. What else are you working on? You're a busy lady all of a sudden.
Busy, yeah. It's been fun. before we started this, I did a little indie called Decoding Annie Parker, and then I have Twilight coming out next month, and I'm the evil vampire villainess.
People might have heard of that.
That was fun.
That's kind of taken
off.
Yeah,
a little film called Twilight. I don't know if you're our demographic, but
I'm not, but my listeners are, and they love it.
Your listeners are, yes.
They go crazy.
People are really passionate about that one too, so that'll be exciting. And then I did Californication for Showtime this last season.
Love it.
And that was really fun. Very different character for me, a lot of fun. And then I'm starting a Broadway play, so that's really going to change things for me. I'm moving to New York for 6 months.
Very cool. What is it? A new show or a revival of something that's been on Broadway?
Revival. It's an Inge piece called Picnic, which is really special to me. It was like the film version with Kim Novak and William Holden was the first kind of grown-up movie my parents ever let me see. Because kind of not unlike Taken, I had pretty, protective parents that sheltered me from a lot of pop culture. Like, I pretty much missed the 80s and the early 90s. And I'm still having to catch up with action films. I wasn't allowed to see a lot. Yeah. But they were like, I don't know if you should see Picnic. It's kind of racy.
And they let you.
And they let me, and it made such an impression on me. I just loved it.
That's awesome. What a cool kind of full circle experience. Is it one of those?
It really, when I called my parents to tell them, it was like really crazy that it's Picnic. It was wild.
Oh, is it one of those Broadway shows with a bunch of famous actors or a famous director, or are you kind of the only film actress that's?
Oh no, it's an ensemble. Thank goodness. I wouldn't. I haven't been on a stage since I was 16, so it's a great cast and director that I'm surrounded by. Sam Gold, who's kind of white hot theater director these days, is directing, and it's Ben Rappaport, Sebastian Stan, Mare Winningham, like lovely cast. Ellen Bernstein, just amazing.
That'll be cool. I came from a theater background myself, so I know, and I've done a few small, obviously no movies like you've done, but I've done some small films around the area here, and it is cool. Totally different, and it's got to be just a different rush. From going from filming TV and in movies for so long, getting back to doing stage, that's got to be just such a cool experience to each night, get to do it right there for the audience and be in that moment. It's got to be cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I think the energy that you get from the audience is like nothing else. Everyone, it's addictive,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's very, very exciting. And what's your dream role? Is there something, now you're starting to get to the point in your career where you've done enough, people know who you are, they know all of the, the films you've done, what you can do. Is there a role that if you could just like write yourself a role or assign yourself a role, is there something you're just dying to do?
Oh gosh, there's quite a few things, but I think I'd love to do a good romantic comedy, but I think the thing I want to do the most, I think a historical drama would be incredible.
Like you could play.
I'm kind of raised on those Jane Austen kind of movies, so.
Like you could do the story of Harriet Tubman, and it'd be called Railroad.
That would be typecasting.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want it to be that easy. I'll think of something else. I'll come up with something else here. We'll figure it out. But Taken 2 is going to be great, and it's in theaters Friday. So anybody that liked Taken, and if you didn't see Taken, rent it, watch it, get prepared, and then go see Taken 2 this weekend. It's going to be intense, and Maggie promises it's going to be as intense as the first one, even without a computer-generated Monsters, Inc.-looking character driving the getaway car. Still good. Maggie, thank you so much for taking the time. We'll check you out in Taken 2. We'll watch you in Twilight, and maybe somebody will fly out to New York to see you in Picnic. So best of luck with the big stage endeavor, and thanks so much for taking the time for us today.
Thanks a lot.
Right.
Cheers.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.